Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World 2. Welcome to another quick guitar lesson. Today it is for a monster metal riff from German legends the Scorpions from the 1982 album Blackout. The track is called China White and it is a monster metal riff. So this is just my interpretation of how this is played. I'm not claiming that this is how the lads play it on the studio version, but it's how I've learned it. It's not the trickiest riff to play in terms of note choice, but I really did find it difficult when I first learned it to get the timing correctly. So this riff is really, I think, about timing and pedal tones on an E. So let's go on with it. Now this one appears to be in standard tuning, and I'll show you the intro first before we get into the main riff. So it's just power chords, so we're only playing these with two fingers. First thing we do is we hit the bottom E string open. So it's the bottom E string open, and then this E power chord, which is the 7th fret of the A string and the 9th fret of the D string. Now I injured my pinky many years ago, so I play bar chords with my first finger and my pinky. A lot of people play them like that, but I do play them like this. But regardless, it is only two notes. So it's 7 of A, 9 of D. And then you catch the bottom string, stop it. And then play a G power chord, which is the 10th fret of the A string and the 12th fret of the D string. So I will play that slowly. And again. You can actually play that E string, the bottom E string, open again rather than catching it. I don't think it makes too much difference. That maybe sounds better. And that is the intro. We play that 4 times and then we're into the main riff. Now what I'll do is I'll play it a couple of times first so you can hear how it goes. Now I'm sure you do know how it goes, but this is just so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So that is it. We're really pedaling a lot on the open E string and then back to that E power chord. So we start the first one the same as we did the first measure in the intro. And then go over to the 5th fret of the D string, which is a G note. Bend it slightly. And then back to the open E and that E chord again. So it's like I said, this is all about time in this song. So I'll play the 2 parts. And then the next time we go over to the 7th fret of the D string. And then back to the E, open E and the E power chord. Back to the E again. So I'll play those 2 parts slowly. And then the next time we go to the 8th fret of the D, back to the E power chord. Again, slowly. And then we quickly go down and play a C power chord, which is 3 on the A, 5 on the D, up to a D power chord, which is 5 on the A, 7 on the D. and we're sort of pushing into those. Now the trickiest bit of this riff is when we come back in, but I'll play up to where we are and I'll do it slowly. Like that. So I'll do that again slowly. Now this is a tricky bit, getting back into the riff. So I'll play it and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So when I come back, as soon as I hit the D, I go and I play an open bottom string E, and then that E power chord again, and then that's us back into the riff. So that's how it goes. Back into the riff again. So I'll do that. So I think that's the hardest bit, coming back from the C to the D, hitting an open E first, and then that takes us back in to the main riff. It's an absolutely killer riff. You could play that riff all day along with the album and feel a great sense of accomplishment. It is a monster metal riff. That was the Scorpions from the 1982 album Blackout. The track is called China White. As ever folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World 2. Cheers for now.